It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two... Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is complete to Hawkins. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw, Williams.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
To the air once more, Williams.
He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
To the air, Williams.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion is Phillips. Here's Williams.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
To throw, it's Williams.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. And it's caught.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And his pass incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he will find his man on the outside.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Running out of the gun with White. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll go up the middle with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Able to push his way through. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to...
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Touchdown, Vikings.
Puka Nacua, 34 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes it'll be.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
93 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw again.
That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is complete to Hawkins.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion is Phillips. To throw, it's Williams. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. And some strong running. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 1st down, it's Patton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Paul. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get into the end zone.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chargers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in Down. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it began... Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Incomplete to open things up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They go play action now. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. Now a carry for Allen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
There's a short one complete to Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Second down and 3. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's Williams. They'll find Ayuk open right side. 3rd down and 1. Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. In motion goes the tight end.
Now Lawrence.
There's a short one complete to Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Going right back to Wilson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he's got his big tight end here. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence going to throw again. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Addison will go in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And this one is right through, and that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
looking to throw is Williams. He'll dump this one off here to White.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
A big loss on the play brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. The Charger drive about to get going.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And going the blitz is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence going deep here for Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throwing is Williams.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 47 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back in safe. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on 1st down. There's a short one complete to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
has his man. It's Shakir.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
On play action, Lawrence.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Allen diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 13. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. To the air, Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Williams.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Working out of the gun, Williams. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the slot man goes in motion left.
On play action, here's Williams.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 25. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Williams with a little touch pass forward.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about anything.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Allen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Lawrence.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
Going right side here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's Williams. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd down and inches. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Williams going to look to throw again.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The Chargers offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Taken down at the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now Lawrence. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. In motion right is Addison. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And a completion to Wilson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now Lawrence. Caught. It's Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Here's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Throwing is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams.
He finds his man, puts it on the carpet, it's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their
Previous
own
play is under
47.
review.
Ayuk goes in motion. To throw once more, here's Williams. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air, Williams. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now at Ford Field. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Williams. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And another negative play there as they stop him again.
They'll look to throw forward with Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On play action, Lawrence.
Underneath to Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen.
And taken down just shy of the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Lawrence to throw.
There's a short one complete to Harris. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
To Allen on the dump off. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Allen. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
To throw, Williams.
Wide open receiver complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Chargers.
In motion is Phillips.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's Lawrence.
There's a short one complete to Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Lawrence.
That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On a handoff, it's White. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he returns it.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Chargers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to